Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is the NFC North Predictions video, which is going to be wrapping up my 8 prediction videos for each division, and I'm kind of happy because I get all this out there before the season started, and that's a good thing. Now, let's talk about the division standings, how I think they're going to play out. On the list, and this is getting way too common for them to miss the playoffs, the Green Bay Packers. Fans, I have my reasons. Number one, Aaron Rodgers' health is a concern for me. He has not been the same quarterback due to health issues in recent years. And you can say he was healthy at the end of the season last year. Yes, he was. He shook off his bum knee and started playing like Aaron Rodgers. But what injury is it going to be this year? What hit is it going to be? What little thing is it going to be that's going to ruin Aaron Rodgers this year? What is it? Now, they do have a talented team, and I think this is an extremely talented division. So this is not because I think the Packers suck. No, I think it's because other teams just have some more talent than they do, for me personally. I think the Packers have the best quarterback in the division. I do. But I think they have the weakest running back in the division. I think you can make an argument they have the weakest receiving core in the division. I wouldn't say that. I don't like the Bears' receiving core, but the argument is still there. They have the weakest secondary in the division you can make the argument for. They don't have the best pass rush in the division. I can keep on going, Packers fans, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to keep this straight and simple. I don't trust Aaron Rodgers' health, let alone I don't think him and Matt LaFleur are going to have a great relationship. Matt LaFleur didn't really impress me in Tennessee, so I'm not really all that excited about his hiring in the first place, to be honest. I don't like this Packers team this year. The following year, once their young players start working, they start clicking, they start getting everything going, sure, then I'll take them and return to the Packers status. But this year, currently, I'm not buying in them. Third place, and this one's going to be controversial. The Chicago Bears. Why do I think the Bears are the third place team this year? I don't like Mitch Trubisky in big moments. I think Mitch can be an average QB, but I don't trust him at all. I don't think he can go down and give me that game-winning touchdown. I don't. If you're going to give me a choice of every quarterback in this division, I'm not taking Mitch. I will not take Mitch. I will take, in this order, I will take Rodgers, Stafford, Cousins. In that exact order. And that's not a bad thing because the NFC North has a lot of talent at QB. But Mitch is so far behind, I feel, Kirk Cousins that I can't even make an argument for him being better than Kirk. You can say he wins big games. Well, Kirk took his team to the playoffs as well as Mitch has. They had the same playoff record. The difference is Kirk Cousins has had an injured O-line and injured defenses the rest of his career, it feels like. Well, Mitch Trubisky had Khalil Mack, Adrian Amos, Eddie Jackson, Akeem Hicks. They had all these guys in defense, and they had Vic Fangio calling defensive plays last year. That's a big loss for the Bears. They lost Amos to the Packers, who I will say, great get for the Packers. Like that addition, but still not ready. The Bears lost Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio is the best defensive coordinator in this game, not named Wade Phillips. And that's a really good second place. Now, he's the head coach in Denver now. So, like I said, expect that pass rush to pick up for Denver. Expect a lot of things to pick up in Denver. Now, you look at the Bears, I expect to see regression. This team relied on their defense so much last year. And it's not going to be as good as they were last year because they lost some key pieces. They lost the most important piece. They lost the guy calling the plays and designing all these blitzes. You'd say Khalil Mack's a great player. Yes, he is. But as we've seen, Khalil Mack can't carry a team. We saw that in Oakland. This Bears team is not as good as they were last year. They're a lot worse. And that's why I had them behind the Lions and Vikings, because I like what the Lions did in the offseason. They added, they did not subtract. With the Vikings, they're healthier and they improved their line. I'm going to switch to second place now. I'm going to go the Detroit Lions at second place. I like Matthew Stafford. I feel like he gets injured a lot, but when he's healthy, he performs. Why do I think Stafford's not going to be injured as much? Because the Lions have been investing in running the ball. Kerryon Johnson. Just Kerryon Johnson. And we'll get to him in a second because he will be my breakout player. So we'll get to Kerryon in a second. But the rest of the Lions, Marvin Jones, great receiver. Kenny Galladay, great receiver that no one really expects much from this year because he didn't really do as much last year when Golden Tate got traded. But he's still there and he's ready to improve. Tight ends, TJ Hawkinson, their first-round draft pick. Don't really know that much on him, but I do like him. Jesse James, good receiving tight end for the Steelers. Not the best blocking tight end, but good receiving tight end. O-line, healthy, improved. Gonna run the ball. Defensive line, Mike Daniels, Snacks Harrison. That is scary. That is intimidating. Then you add a Sean Robinson to that. Good grief. That is a good D-line that will stop the run. Linebackers, Jared Davis. The rest of the line's linebackers best left unsaid most of the time, but they have talent there. Secondary, Darius Slay, great player. Justin Coleman, great nickel cornerback. Did great work for Seattle the past couple seasons. Also, I think something a lot of people don't expect, I think Matt Patricia is a great coach. I think he's building this team how he wants it. I will say this. I think Zimmer's the best coach in that division. I know a lot of people love Matt Nagy. I like Patricia more than I like Nagy. That's my honest opinion. I think he gets this team ready to start contending here soon. Not this year. I think they're edge playoffs. I think they're 9-7 this year. I think they're ready to take that step forward the year after that. But the reason why I don't think they win the division, the reason why I don't think they contend is because I think they sweep by the Vikings. I think the Vikings are in a playoff bye. I think they win their division hands down. This division is theirs. They have the best defense. They have an improved O-line. They have a good quarterback. They have a great running back. They have great receivers. They have the best coach. This team is loaded for a playoff run. This team's loaded for a Super Bowl run. The Vikings are the best team in this division. Maybe the best team in the NFC. They are loaded top to bottom. Injuries derailed them last year. They're healthy. O-line's improved. Everything looks good for the Vikings right now. Now, if you're a Vikings fan, that probably does not sound good to you because this has looked good for many times before and has failed. I'm not going to say not worried because the Vikings, they're pretty good at giving you false hope. But this team feels different than past years. They feel different. That's because I think they're the best team in the NFC right now. Now, when the season starts, that could very well change. It could be the Falcons. It could be the Saints. It could be the Eagles. It could be the Cowboys. It could be the Rams. It could be the Seahawks. It could be any one of those teams. But I think it's the Vikings. I think they have an advantage over everyone else. That's because no one is expecting them this year. Everyone's looking at Chicago, Green Bay. The Vikings are ready to go. They're leaps and bounds the best team in the NFC North. It's not close. This team will at least finish with a 13-3 record this year. Will that get them the home field advantage? Perhaps. Maybe another team blows everyone out, but I expect it will get them home field advantage. It will definitely get them first round bye. Now, for breakout player of the year in the NFC North is Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon Johnson is going to get 1,300 yards, straight up, and that's just what I think at the least he'll get. That's the least. I could see him getting more. But I think Kerryon Johnson could be the best running back in this division by the end of the season. He could be right behind Saquon Barkley for one of the best running backs in the NFC. He's that good. The Lions have been improving their own line to make sure he can get running the ball better, get more yards before he's got contact, get all that. He's a good receiving threat out of the backfield. He is a good player that a lot of people are not paying attention to yet, but they will after this year. Now, who's the MVP of the NFC North? Can't give it to Aaron Rodgers because I had the Packers finishing last. Can't give it to Khalil Mack. I have the Bears finishing third. Can't give it to Stafford. Can't give it to Carryon. Who will I give it to? I'm going to be bold enough to give it to Kirk Cousins. You're damn right I am. Kirk Cousins has an improved O-line. He's got another year in the playbook. He's got Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Dalvin Cook, Kyle Rudolph. May I continue? They have everything. They're going to win. They have everything in Kirk Cousins' favor. This team is going to be dangerous. And Kirk Cousins is going to be the guy throwing the ball, handing it off, making the plays, getting those fourth quarter drives that they're losing to score those game-winning touchdowns, to get them in position to kick that game-winning kick. He's going to be the guy orchestrating all of that. Kirk Cousins is my MVP of the NFC North, hands down.